Single female lawyer fighting for her client, wearing sexy mini skirts and being self-reliant. Single female lawyer having lots of sex.
Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, welcome back to another reaction to video. And of course we're going to talk about She-Hulk episode 4. I'm not by myself, I got that one MAYNE with me. What's good, brother?
Going on?
So welcome this man back with a hearty hand, because I know it's been a long while. But plus he got on my case, and rightfully so being. Rightfully so being.
I got you, man.
Alright, so anyways, guys, we are talking about She-Hulk. We're talking about episode 4. Again, we supposed to do this in the last review we did, but things happened. I explained that in the video. But anyway, so let me ask you, how did you actually feel about this episode in particular?
This episode in particular, I think this might have been one of the best episodes from the season. I'm not saying that like any of the other episodes were any worse, I guess. I felt like it was a lot of content for 30 minutes, and I just kind of felt like that 30 minutes went by so fast. Like, it really only felt like I was watching it for like 15 minutes. So, I guess good.
Like, to me, it did feel like it was kind of short, but like I said, what you got was good. Especially how it came on, it was like, you see, like, what's the dude? Donnie Blaze. And I was trying to figure out for the longest of time, like, who is Donnie Blaze? And come to find out, he's just nobody. I remember somebody some people try to make a connection, like, oh, Donnie Blaze is connected to Johnny Blaze or something like that. There's like no real connection. I guess that's them.
Yeah, I don't think it was really a connection. I mean,
right.
Honestly, at first I kind of thought that maybe they were like, oh, hey, guess what? Fantastic Four and like all these other like things are still coming up, so you gotta like watch out for this stuff. But I don't. They said that there was no connection in between Ghost Rider or nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. So it's like
I don't even think they're necessarily getting the Ghost Rider anymore after Doctor Strange.
Now, supposedly, again, I don't know how true this is. Supposedly, like, they trying to get Nicolas Cage to come back to Ghost Rider for another run, because you saw how Andrew Garfield from the Amazing Spider-Man movies, it wasn't to everyone's liking, but he did such a good job in No Way Home. I was like,
they're actually trying to reboot Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man now. I did hear that.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I'm like, do we really need to do I don't know.
Okay, I feel like if they're going to make a Spider-Man versus Venom, that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man will probably be a better Spider-Man to introduce Venom to.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed, and we're going to get back into She-Hulk, but I was kind of disappointed because it was all this hoopla, like, oh man, we're going to get Venom in Spider-Man No Way Home. Then, like, Tom Hardy just had a cameo, and there's like a piece of his symbiote there, so I was like, I don't know, man.
We're going to get some kind of symbiotic.
Yeah, in MCU, I just feel like how they did it was kind of dumb in my eyes. It was like, all right, it's like, and then
speaking of Spider-Man real quick.
Okay.
I think he renewed his contract.
Yep, he did. Yep, he renewed his contract.
So we might get a symbiote type Spider-Man in Secret Wars.
That's true. Because again, that's when he first got the symbiote suit. So again, don't you ever read Secret Wars? So I'm intrigued how that's going to play out. Because I'm like, okay, now they do it like that, then okay, all will be forgiven if they go that route.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to do it too.
Yeah. especially with today's technology. But going back to She-Hulk,
no, go ahead.
Yeah.
Another talk for another day.
All right.
I really want to hit on this whole Kang thing too. But
Yeah. Oh yeah. So with She-Hulk again, like I said, I can't stress enough. This is like the MCU actually having fun with their characters. I can't stress enough because again, Wong. I think it's his third appearance in there because it's his third appearance. It is second or his third. I can't remember, but like I actually love when Jim breaks the fourth wall. It actually grew on me. Like I say, those you did not know, I said it for in previous reactions that she's the first comic book character, for all I know, to break the fourth wall, right way before Deadpool did. So she's like, "Oh, I'm happy." So you guys look happy. You happy to see Wong? So it was like,
okay, so like,
okay.
Because every time when Jen broke the fourth wall, it was something that was going on around her.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just kind of like wanted to just transition with that or whatnot, but this last episode, she said, "Yeah, I know you guys are happy to see Wong again, but Wong was all the way on the other side of the world."
That's true. It could be a throw off, like just to throw us off, like some to that degree. That's what I'm thinking. What it could be. It could be like a throw off, like. Because that's how I feel like, because if you remember in the last episode, when she was driving, okay, what's the episode there? It was episode 3, when she was driving, and she just, like, took her hand off the wheel and started talking to everybody. I'm like, what's going, like, you're not, like, you talking to us, but.
It's like all knowing, she didn't stop time.
Right, like,
kind of taking it out of the scene, right?
Right, so it's like, it's a reason for it happening, but I don't know. But I feel like every time it's a throw off. It's definitely a throw off, and it's like, all right, so what do you mean? Like when in episode 3, when Pug came in defending somebody, and then she like it panned away from her, and then she kind of zoomed, like she kind of got in the scene like good segue or something like that. I'm like, okay, so. It's like it's weird. It was weird how it was funny though at the same time. So pretty much who Donnie Blaze is, he's a magician, but he's not a good magician. But obviously he trained at Carmitage, and so there we guess we introduced to Madison. I forgot her little saying.
A Y and but the Y isn't where you think it is. You gotta get the whole name right.
Now, I will be fair. She definitely took me way off guard. I'm like, nah. The scene she was in, I will admit, I laugh. I'm like, but who are you? He's like, who are you to this show? But
I feel like she's anybody of importance. Okay, it's like that's okay. See, this is the thing that's really throwing me because it's like fake. Because I don't think Madison is the one that's important. I think it's Jake that might have some type of relevance to like the MCU, and they're just not really saying anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But again, like I said, again,
have always been hit on in the MCU, and now it's just like you got this demonic ghost that's signing back.
I forgot about that demonic ghost.
Family and the rest of the universe doesn't get destroyed.
Right. So it's like it's weird, but the scene she was in, I will admit, she had me funny, especially with the scenes with Wong. She said, "Oh, this is where such and such died." He was like, "You just spoiled it for me." Like, so the scenes with her and Wong was funny. I will admit that it was definitely funny. It also, I think, also focuses on Jen's dating life, and it's not going nowhere. So. Again, this is also true to the comics that she's struggling because now she's like, okay, like, do they want to date me or do they want to see She-Hulk? And her best friend's like, don't use your picture, don't use your regular court picture, just use She-Hulk. So it's I like that they play on that.
Yeah, that whole strand of her dating those guys, man. I mean, I know that you and I kind of talked about this like a couple days ago already, but man, look, I really do feel like she might be getting set up by some kind of corporate something. You know what I'm saying? Or it might even be the TVA.
Nah, since you said that,
Think about it, it could be TVA because look, in the comics, she worked for a law firm that was ran by the TVA. They've never dropped that name yet.
Right. I was about to say because now in the comics she did work. Yeah, she did work for it, but I can't remember what the name of the organization was. I think it was. I think.
I just know that it was in New York, and she was kind of sort of partnering with Daredevil for a while.
Yeah.
On cases and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it was.
It was something like that because
it was ran by the TVA though. I know that for a fact.
Because the corporation, I think they was trying to own She-Hulk, make her do what they wanted her to do what they wanted her to do. So I think I can't remember the name. It was something to that degree, but it was like I feel like it is something more to it. Again, we're only 4 episodes in, so I feel like it is something more to it.
Episode 2 real quick.
Okay.
And I feel like there wasn't any kind of like speculation on any of this either. Those weapons that they were using, they weren't regular weapons.
No, they wasn't. No, because I really think that was the Wrecking Crew. Cause I saw the crowbar. They had a dude called they had like a ball and chain. I can't remember some of the Wrecking Crew names, but cause I remember Jen asked her. No, I think it was episode 3. I think it was episode 3. Jen asked her like, "Would you get that from Asgard or something?" It's like, yeah, because in the Wrecking Crew they actually did have some enchanted spell for some of the weapons they had.
Episode 3, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So again, which was weird. I hope they do come back because I think in the comics, I think the first time you heard about the Wrecking Crew was in Thor, and then I think they fought against the Hawk. They're not, I guess, like B-level villains or C-level villains. You don't see that much of them that much. So,
they are actually saying that was the Wrecking Crew.
Okay.
Because they said in the last episode 4, they dropped the name Thunderball.
Yeah, okay.
One of the most dangerous villain teams in the MCU, the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't seem so dangerous in She-Hulk, but the Wrecking Crew has been in many major Marvel events, including Thunderbolts and Secret Wars.
Oh, okay.
The last movie on MCU's Phase 6 roster. So that was from MovieWeb.com.
Okay. So they were sorry for any Wrecking Crew fans out there. I didn't mean to call them B great villains. My bad. I apologize.
Well, didn't they have like a couple of run-ins with Luke Cage's group?
Heroes for Hire, yeah, they definitely
Heroes for Hire,
yeah. They definitely had some run-ins with them.
Not necessarily like the Avengers per se, but I do know that Heroes for Hire, they were fighting them a lot. Matter of fact, I think Spider-Man had to fight them.
Spider-Man had a run-in with them. Yeah, I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man. They ran into the Wrecking Crew, the anime show. Yeah, I remember they ran into the Wrecking Crew. It's just like I hope when they come back again, which I believe they will, they be a little bit more of a threat. Cause it was funny. Like, okay, stick with episode 3 just for a short minute. Cause when they grabbed Jen, she started to scream. She was like, "Oh, wait a minute!" That part got me. I laughed too hard. She's like, "Oh, wait a minute!" She just went hard and just beat the crap out of her. It was funny. So again, like I said, which I am wrong. That was a little bit of action there, but oh yeah, we had action here. For all you guys who complain there was not enough action, we actually got some action scenes.
Okay, let's go back. Yes, there was a lot of action at the end of this episode. It was all from the demon realm. So here's my question: who is the main demon? Because it's not Jake. Jake is just a facade, bro.
Right.
Somebody like Nightmare.
What I thoroughly believe, and those who ever watch when me and Mike, or we have a whole crew, we talk about this. I want to believe that. Okay, we ain't gonna say he must not be named, but I'm leaning towards that though. I am leaning towards that.
Okay, and the reason why I'm saying either him or Nightmare is because I think they were both shapeshifters in some certain degree.
Yeah. Because I mean, I think with Magic, they are barely vast in Magic. They know so much. I think they nearly omnipotent, if I want to say it right. So their ways of using matches is up there. It's high level.
You know, and this doesn't really sound too far fetched for Kevin Feige to really do, to kind of go on fan assumptions and then add that in some way, shape, or form later on down the road.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know, he shall not be named was always assumed to be in WandaVision, and it was just like, let's go ahead and do this right now.
Yeah, and for all we know, because she's like, yeah, Madison said I went to the demon world, had to make a deal with a demon goat. So it was.
They really didn't show. They didn't show the goat, but
they did show the goat.
They showed them at end credit.
End credit, yep.
Those credits had something to do with the entire episode. So they actually show Madison stop the contract with the goat at the end.
Yep.
The goat is there. Oh, might just be appearing as a goat to Madison.
Right.
It might be a hallucination or a nightmare. That's what I'm saying.
And again, I really believe that's what it is. Like, because again, she was. But then remember when she got to the court, let me tell her, say you just want. Oh, she kind of straightened up just for that brief moment to talk. Sober up with the quickness. She's sober up with the quickness.
Yeah, she was like, I know I'm drunk, but I do promise that I will tell the truth. I promise. Like, she said it twice. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Look, she was telling the truth because at the end of the episode, Wong's like, hey, what are you doing? I need you to come over here and hold some ish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She goes to the little portal, and there's demons flying out of a freaking portal from hell that he cannot close.
Yeah, because how the portal opened is because of Donnie was trying again, and Wong sit there and talk. Okay, hold on. I gotta talk about how much I love Wong in this whole series, because especially in this episode in particular. Well, it's like because Donnie kept egging him on to do magic. At one point, Jim's like, "No, don't do it." Then as soon as like Jim leaves, Wong's like, "Here's your ball back." He did his own. I'm like, Wong is good. I'm happy he's in here because again, I think the issue people have with She-Hulk is not straight action in your face. And me and Mike talked about this a couple days ago. We were sitting there saying like they're having fun with the character, like because you look at like well maybe besides WandaVision, but you look at Falcon, Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, Moon Knight. I feel there's another one missing. It was straight action in your face.
Oh,
you
Loki.
didn't.
Loki.
Yeah. Thank you, Loki. It was straight action in your face.
Yeah, you're right. Because even Loki could have been a fun character. You know what I mean? Like everybody,
right?
He's just a jerk. You know what I'm saying? It was none of that. It was like I gotta get out of here like now.
Right. So like for me, it was like, oh, like we actually get to see a character who wants to be a lawyer, does not want to be a superhero. And now, like you see this in episode 4, where Wong is calling her, and I'm gonna get more to that in a minute. But she's trying to do her best to be a lawyer. She wants to be normal, but knowing the fact that she can't be normal because she's a superhero now, and she got it.
It's an internal external conflict.
Yes,
really,
yeah, exactly.
So she herself wants to just be Jen. That's
right.
I just want to go about my. Yes, I have Hulk blood. Okay, cool. That's cool. Fine. Whatever. I still need to make money. I still have a social life. Just let me just be.
Right.
My friends want to be She-Hulk because she needs to, date more people. And Wong
right.
needs to be She-Hulk right now because he got to fight some demons. And it's like everybody is like, you have to be She-Hulk. She's like, no.
Right. So it's like the dating scene is when she like the first when she went this one blind date dude at the bowling alley, and the dude was just talking about himself the whole time. She's like, yeah, and Jim was like, I'm a lawyer. So, yeah. He's like, I'm a Hulk. Yeah. He's like, he just didn't take her serious. And then the one scene Well, it's like I was like, so which one? Like, this, like one, the dude had his badge, Jen had her purse, and it's like, okay, so I'm thinking the dude was gonna try a diamond dash. I don't know what was gonna happen. Next thing you know, Jen pulled out her wallet, the dude pulled out his keys. Oh, you got that thing? I'm like, bruh. Then when she went on that, I forgot what's it, like Matcher or whatever they call it, which is weird. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go She-Hulk and make a profile just for She-Hulk. And she had a lot of lights, and then she started dating. I mean, she wanted different other blind dates. I think it was the first guy which was she. I think that dude might be the big bad, and because he called her a specimen. He was like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think it was all of them because look,
you could be right.
Okay,
you could be right.
Even the guy that she took to the house, right?
Yeah, I really think he's one of them.
Dude was all cool about it. Look, tell me everything about you. I just want to know about you. You.
Right,
Oh my
right.
God, I love this dude. I'm taking him home tonight. You know what I'm saying? And they get home, right?
Right.
She gets interrupted by Wong. She comes back. They do their thing. They wake up in the morning, but she wakes up as Jen. Yeah, I gotta go.
Right. Cause soon as he did that, I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely. I was like, yeah, I think he's definitely part of the record.
I feel like he's gotten something from her.
That's what I feel. That's what I feel like he got. I think he probably like when she went back to Jen, he got her DNA and dipped. That's what I think. That's what I think what happened. He got her DNA and dipped. That's why I think he is. That I really believe that.
So let's just go into some kind of some stipulation right now, right?
Okay.
What if She-Hulk was just working up to Thunderbolts?
I'm not going to rule it out. I mean, because I think that's part of the next phase. Thunderbolts will be one of the next couple either Marvel shows or movies that's coming out. I think in maybe 2 years. I think
the next phase. I think the next phase.
So again, I'm not ruling that out. I think that's a widely strong possibility of that happening. Because
something has to have happened to Thunderbolt Ross for him to become Red Hulk.
Right.
What if Mikey just says, we're not going to go through it like kind of how they said it in the comics. We're just going to steal She-Hulk's
DNA. Right. Because again, we are in the, as they say, the multiverse saga. And the one thing me and Mike, we both talked about, we said like, you got different variants. So what if they bring another Thunderbolt Ross from a different time or a different universe, and that Ross will be Red Hulk? Because the original thing, John Hurt, I think he passed away. So I didn't know when he passed away. That's the messed up part of it. I feel bad about that. I didn't know when he passed. So because he was Thunderbolt Ross leads to Thunderbolt. If I'm saying it right. Well, yeah.
Right, Thunderbolt Ross started the Thunderbolts. They were basically a group of anti-heroes that were almost...
AKA just parody of the Suicide Squad, right, so...
Right, Suicide Squad, basically. You know
yeah.
what I mean? They was like, out. Let's go stop them because they're going to mess up the town anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like... I'm not going to say that they were really goofy at what they were doing. It was just that, like, yeah, true, you said it right. You know what I mean? Just
right.
Really trying to cross those dimensions, but yeah, it's literally the Suicide Squad of Marvel.
I mean, I feel like the
anti-heroes to the Avengers.
Right, I feel like the Thunderbolts were a little bit more serious. Excuse me, from some of the books I read. I feel like Suicide Squad was a little bit more goofy, where the Thunderbolts was like more serious than that. So it's again, like I said, I'm intrigued by it. I just want to know how they're going to do it, because obviously Abomination is going to be a part of it, so that's going to be a thing.
Right.
So obviously that's how he's going to play a part. Obviously, what's her name? I would say Dump, but it's not her name. Jesus.
Man, we get a lot of anti-heroes like really fast.
Yeah, because if you think about it, Ooh, I just had a thought. What if they have Killmonger on there? What if they put Killmonger on the Thunderbolt?
Yeah, because I think they kind of talked to him about getting his part back too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, look, you got Venom right now, right?
Right,
You got Morbius.
right.
You got Blade.
You think Blade would be a part of the Thunderbolts?
No, I'm talking about anti-heroes.
Oh, anti-heroes. Right. You're right. Okay.
Because Blade has been announced now
Yes, that's true.
on multiple occasions.
Matter of fact, if anybody, I'm sorry for spoiler warnings here, but you hear Marshall Ali talking Blade at the end of Eternals. So, watch Eternals, and you hear it. So, because we know we getting Deadpool 3. So my initial thought process again, I'm sorry we veering off She-Hulk, but this is what we do. This is what me and Mike do every time we talk Marvel. We go in these theories. So my thing is this. So I wanted to get Deadpool to be a part of Thunderbolts. I think that'd be kind of cool. Would they keep these characters as okay?
Be a part of Thunderbolt. The reason why I'm saying that, he understands that he's a mercenary.
Right.
Yeah, he goes where the money is, but I feel like he will probably still want to rebuild his old team because Domino is still alive.
Yeah. But wait, didn't he go back in time to make sure everybody stayed alive at the end of Deadpool 2?
Look, all I know is that he went to take care of some things in a nursery. All right. That's all. Yeah, the end credit scene. It was great.
He shot Ryan Reynolds for taking Green Lantern. That's the only crossover on the live action movies we're gonna see. That's the only time you ever see my Marvel talking about DC. Oh, but Titanic. Okay, let me stay for. I'm sorry, I just thought about that. I love that end credit with Deadpool. He shot Ryan Reynolds for taking Green Lantern.
Oh, the original Deadpool.
Oh God, that don't have me
And that
crying.
was going to kill Weapon X.
Yeah, he did.
All his wrongs, bro.
Oh, bro, I did not see that coming in that movie. Oh my God. But you know what? Okay.
Never ask him to make another movie.
No, they will not, bro. They won't. Cause granted, well, man, that's what's up. Anyways,
Okay.
Not the character, the movie. The movie was bad. The character's okay. The movie is just bad. The movie.
Was one of my favorite superheroes.
Yeah.
You know, that's just too much allowed. Green Lantern was one of my favorite superheroes from DC. I was so excited to watch this movie. I thought this movie was gonna be good.
Hey, I said the exact same thing. I was like, of course, I'm gonna get.
5 minutes into this movie.
I'm like, why is his suit? Like, what's wrong with his suit?
Oh man, styling it, man.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, that movie was so boring to me.
It was. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense, bro. So I hope the next Green Lantern live action movie they will do, it'd be good. But so anyways, like I said, like Jen, she fights like going back like they mentioned Titanic again, and then she was like all her charges was dropped. Oh, bro, I was like, what?
So she's suing She-Hulk now for the copyrights of She-Hulk.
Which is interesting to me. Which is very interesting to me.
Okay.
All right.
This is gonna happen.
Okay, what?
This is what's gonna happen. Look, let me get in my time travel machine real quick. Alright. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I watched the episode. So look, this was
All right.
Daredevil's getting introduced next episode.
Yeah, yeah. Like if they don't introduce, he gotta be introduced in the next episode. He has to be, because they're known for working together.
Now that I think about it, that's probably what's gonna happen. Deadpool's gonna be like, I know your history. I know your history as a lawyer. You should come and work for this company. They will treat you even better.
Ah. Okay. I think
she's gonna recruit Daredevil to work for that company, because even that company, they've only dropped the name one time.
Right. So it gotta happen, because right now, because obviously, because like I feel like Titanic again is gonna play a bigger part in close to the end of the series. Like, what I remember what the showrunner said. Now I think it's way before, I think the trailers had dropped for it, and they're just waiting for the episode to start coming out. So the show said that they're gonna not dumb them down to the degree to say, hey, we're just gonna like this short him, just not short him, but not be so extra serious as he was in the Netflix one, or as he was in Spider. Now everybody was losing their minds, like, wait a minute, hold on. We don't know how he's gonna be. I do like they brought back the original Daredevil suit. I am excited about that. So we don't know what's gonna happen until we actually watch it. Because those remember, he made his first MCU appearance in No Way Home, and he was just like, no more Matt Murdock. So I don't even can imagine how he can be in this episode. So now how they gonna dumb him down, we don't know. I don't know, but I hope it's not.
Okay, this is what. I'm just gonna.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Why is it that the Marvel fan base is starting to get one of the most toxic communities out there?
Okay, you know what?
This is the one I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead, because I may have an answer for you, but go ahead. I may have an answer for you.
She-Hulk starts. This show ain't got no action in it. This show that. It needs more. It needs to be better. And now you're sitting here telling me that the fan base is saying the complete opposite about a character that was actually pretty freaking serious about his job?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Now remember, way back when, and this is way before COVID hit, when people was like, "Oh, we're doing She-Hulk series," and people was upset. Why was they upset? Because, oh, you making She-Hulk to a woman? No, She-Hulk has been around for a long time. Nobody knew it, which shocked me. Like, She-Hulk had her own animated shows, like, I think maybe like mid-70s, early, I can't remember. I think it was mid-70s. I want to say that. I could be wrong. But then, also going further in the 90s, She-Hulk was with the Incredible Hulk in the cartoon. So, yeah, and part of the Avengers. And if they forgot, we're going to say it again. You know, I wasn't a big fan of it. She was part of Hulk Agents of Smash. So that lets you know that people who whooping and howling about that, A, don't know the lore. B, they don't care to learn it. Or it's like, or just look into it. And C, sometimes they just don't care. Now,
hey, you know, I feel like they selfishly care. They want this show to be their own creation.
And I agree. That was exactly. Now I'm gonna say this. Now, those you know me, when it comes to certain adaptations, I am much harder and more critical. Those who watch my Resident Evil stuff, I am super hard on that.
Yeah, because the series has a name for itself.
Exactly. So when it comes to She-Hulk, what I always noticed about She-Hulk throughout the years of the stuff I have read, she was like, sure, he had the savage She-Hulk, but they made it more lighthearted in the comics, and that's what I got. Even if you watch the '90s Incredible Hulk TV animated show, She-Hulk didn't take things serious. She was a comedic. She was like the sidekick. She was a comedic. You know, she was her own person. She wasn't a serious character, and they had fun with the character. Yes. So when people saw her twerking, it wasn't serious. So when she was twerking, I didn't have an issue with that.
Bro, and then on top of that, look, you gotta understand. Okay, I'm not saying it's Megan Thee Stallion like, oh, it's Megan Thee Stallion. No, It's just plain and stunning. That's who that is. If you, as a human being, see a celebrity and y'all have a bonding moment for a second, of course you're gonna be like, I listen to your stuff. You know, I know your lyrics. I know your movies. I know so. You know,
Exactly.
they were just literally trying to portray She-Hulk as something more than just
She's like, this is the human aspect of a character, and that's what people are missing with that. You want to tell me? Okay, let me tell you a quick side story, real quick. When I met the first Red Ranger, Jason, I think it was, I'm sorry, forgive me, I can't remember his name. When I met him, cause like I had all these thoughts in my head, I was like, what I'm gonna say? I was like, oh, I'm gonna say like, oh, you said you really shaped my childhood, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. So as soon as my turn to me, you know what I said? I forgot what I was about to say. Legit, and we just laughed. And the reason I'm saying is because they treat it like, yes, Megan Thee Stallion is this celebrity, but at the same time, when you reach a common when you reach a common thing with that certain person, you're gonna have fun, you're gonna joke, you're gonna laugh. The character is human, she's more than a hero, and that's what I'm getting from this. Now, is She-Hulk perfect? No, she is not. And I believe Mike just hold on, wait a minute. Your power went out? Yep. Alright. Alright, I got you on the phone, so until you get your stuff back on, Mike is on the phone, guys. His power just dropped, so he can talk to y'all through the mic. So
okay, so you know they're giving She-Hulk all these problems. This character's not like this. This character's not like this. Look, I can't wait. I can't wait for the apocalypse, the Marvel apocalypse happening. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about the character of the apocalypse. I'm talking about the actual fan base apocalypse. All right.
Right.
When they introduce Squirrel Girl, people are going to get ruined. Okay.
I think that's why they ain't introduced her yet. Cause I know I can't remember old girl from Pitch Perfect. She want to do the leading actress.
What's her name? Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick. She wants to do Squirrel Girl, but I don't know if they actually going to bring her in or not. So
listen, she can play it because she actually does kind of sort of resemble a Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
She'll be pretty good for the part. I can see that. Now, people are gonna lose it because this is the most parodic, corniest, pun-infused character that Marvel has ever come out with. The lights flash just like how my internet just went out, and everything just gets ruined.
Oh yeah, because you don't know Scrubby beat Thanos, but still.
She literally beats Thanos with a group of squirrels.
With a group of squirrels. So, like again, like this is Marvel having fun, and I get it. Whatever. Sometimes not to everybody's like I get it, but the same token at the same time, bruh. Let them have fun with the character. This is what the character is. Again, this will let you know. And I said it in my last video. I love Clownfish TV. I love them. Even this guy called Critical Thinking. I love those YouTubers. But I feel like, especially with the Clownfish TV, I think they're being a little too harsh. Even with the recording, they're being a little too harsh because it's not what they want it to be. But for me,
that's the problem. It's not what they want it to be. This is not your project. This is not your project. This is Kevin Feige's project. This is Disney's project, which, by the way, that's not saying too much right now. Star Wars. You know, this is like the Russo brothers stuff. This is, dude, this has nothing to do with it. You're either gonna like it or you don't.
Right.
I understand that there's haters for everything.
Right.
But the hate is a little too strong right now with Marvel.
Yeah.
Just because there was just so much action that ended up a 7-year run of movies, 10-year run of movies, is that what it is? And now there's peace in the world? Like, man, have y'all never seen like an episode of Dragon Ball? Like, you know, it's not always gonna be action based.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These superheroes have their normal lives, and you know, if they really wanna be upset, why is Thor a goof character now?
Yeah, I will admit that. And you like when
Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that.
Look, only thing they talk bad about Thor was like they say it's queer baiting. That's the only thing I hear from Thor: Love and Thunder. It's like it's queer baiting. But like, I didn't mind Thor being funny in Ragnarok, but I was hoping he got serious in Thor: Love and Thunder. But
right, because now he has competition. Now he understands that there could be more than one Thor.
Right.
Which I still don't understand why they never freaking added Beta Ray Bill into that.
He was rumored to be in there. I was sad they didn't put him in there. I was really sad they didn't put Beta Ray Bill in there. He was rumored to be in there.
You want to talk about a busted character? Mm-hmm. You want to talk about a busted character?
So, honestly, man, it's like with She-Hulk. Again, the hate is uber strong. Again, which is surprising to me. Like, since we got some action, this one ain't no one outside of 2 YouTubers talk about certain Easter eggs, and that's about it. But ain't no one else really making it. When she twerked, everybody was like, "Oh no, this is the worst thing ever." La 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 la. I'm like, all right, whatever it is, she twerked.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna sit here and say anything about the Sorcerer Supreme, the strongest sorcerer of our universe, quote unquote, is talking about his favorite alcoholic beverage.
I don't know. Like I said, and we're gonna wrap this up a little. We wrap this in a bit, but like what it is, me and Mike both said is I think we're getting the epilogue of this phase, and we're getting
and the prologue of the next phase.
At the next phase. So what it is, it's a transitioning period. That's what's really going on. Because Bruce is out. He goes to Sakaar to find out why they want him. Supposedly, Cap is retired. I heard he might be coming back. Then you got everything is what it is, and I had realized that to talk with Mike. With M2, it's a transitioning period. That's what's going on, and I think that's why people are not getting it. That's why not the big bag's not showing up just yet. Everything's a transition.
And that's exactly what it is. It's an exact transition period, and the reason people see it, I just think that they're just trying to be blind to the fact. Because look, you will never get brand new characters midway through something and all the way deep into a story.
Right.
They're not gonna throw a wrench like that. The only wrench that they've really thrown like that was introducing Spider-Man during the Civil War.
And crazy thing was he nearly wasn't in the Civil War, but since they got him because he played a key part in the comics, they had to get him. They needed him.
Right, and the Civil War was a turning point for the Ultron saga.
Yep.
Or the Thanos saga, I should really say.
Right.
Everything led up to Thanos. Like, what people need to understand is that this whole phase of Marvel is done. Just basically get it out of your head. Anything that really has happened before... Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness minus Loki. Get it out of your head.
Right.
It's done. That was all wrap up of, all the last phases. It's done.
It's like
Strange ended it right there. No Way Home.
Because you think about it, because No Way Home it ended it like with Loki's what Loki did is introducing Kang. So now then now so we're getting a lot of we're getting a lot of things here, and I think that's what people are saying. Like when they're gonna introduce the big bad, this, that, and the other. Like think about this: when they did the Incredible Hulk, we had Tony Stark pop in. Then again, I'm going out. Then like towards the end of you had to do some of these solo hero movies first to introduce the big bad. Then we had to do all this stuff first leading up to this. So it was like that's what we're doing. Now who the big bad going to be? We can only imagine and guess who the big bad is going to be. It could be the Kango Doom or Kango Dr. Doom.
Yeah. I don't want him out time machine too, and yeah.
So it could be either one of those two guys, but that's where we at with this whole MCU phase right now. And what they're doing is they're being quiet about it. I granted, and this just me. I can care. Fans like be happy that they're allowing us to be a part of this. What I don't like from the showrunner side, don't say, "Hey, shut up." Do y'all like? Don't let y'all do y'all work. They go like they hate it. They hate it. They like it. They like it. More majority. The majority hate it, but the true fans, they love it. Me, I love She-Hulk. I do, like I said, like I think maybe episode 2 was maybe my least favorite, but like I'm still enjoying it. Like with Miss Marvel, like I told Miss Marvel is not my favorite MCU show, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. It's actually decent. It really is. So
yeah, dude. Look, I enjoyed Ms. Marvel way more than what anybody has perceived it to be.
So
now, do I fully agree with what the whole revamp of her powers is? Not really, because she's still a pretty new character. I think she dropped in like 2012 or something. She's a fairly new superhero. But I mean, she's fine. I mean, if anybody has played the Marvel Avengers game, that Kamala Khan that's in that game is the exact Kamala Khan that you've seen on Disney Plus.
And like
the exact same one.
And that was the thing. Like my only issue with Ms. Marvel was how they said how they did her powers. That's my only issue. But it's the exact same Kamala Khan, a fan of the Avengers. She the way she started it got that, it's that child like humor for her. I like to again. I can't.
Hated Ms. Marvel for the exact same reasons why they hated She-Hulk. There wasn't enough action.
Yeah.
The story was boring. You know, like they were saying stuff like that, but it's just like, dude, she's like a 13-year-old girl that's still in high school and is super afraid of her powers, even though she wanted them.
Exactly. Then you got this whole alien race coming out of nowhere and say, hey, we need your powers to do this, and she still don't know how to. It's like what I said, I'm gonna say it again.
Send me invite real quick.
Okay, we are in a transitioning thing, and that's what it is, and people got to understand that this isn't nothing but transition. That's all it is.
That's all it is. It's just a transition. Now, I'm gonna tell you, the action is really gonna start, and I wanna call it, the action is really gonna start with Black Panther.
I agree.
Later on this year, we got a couple of months left until Black Panther comes out. Dude, the fans really just need to sit down, hold off. Because when Black Panther drops, we are going to get our big bad for this next couple of phases.
Yep.
This is exactly what it's going to be.
Yep.
These little shows are literally just saying, hey, we are introducing these new characters. Hang on.
Yeah. Give me a second. All right, there we go. He's in here.
Okay.
So like what? Because I feel like if you think about this. Like if they're introducing the movie, they don't really have enough time to flesh out these characters. So why not do a TV show to flesh out these characters? Yeah, some might be like 6 or 9 episodes long, but you're given time to help flesh out some of these characters. Matter of fact, look at Monica Rambeau.
Literally, what it is? Yes.
Look how they fleshed out Monica Rambeau. Which I wasn't expecting to be in WandaVision.
WandaVision was 2 things, really 3 things. It was basically the ending of Wanda's story. The starting of the ending of Wanda's story. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the end of the story was Strange 2.
Yeah.
It was the introduction to a new character.
Yep.
And also the starting of the Marvels.
Yep.
And also a more deeper dive into how magic works in the MCU.
Yep.
Because
So
if you really think about it right now in the MCU, the only magic, quote unquote, that we have is really Strange.
Yep.
That's it.
So I guess my right. So my thing is like, look at we got Kate, bro. When Kate Bishop dropped on Hawkeye, I was so excited. Let alone we saw the Kingpin, and hold on, my brother is calling me. Yep. I'm recording right quick. What's up? Yeah. Okay, I got you. No, send it. Text it to me. I'll send it. All right. Thank you. All right. Like, bro, we got Kingpin, so he made an appearance in Hawkeye. So everything, because we don't know we don't know if we're gonna see Kingpin in the next Spider-Man or Daredevil movie. Everything's a transitioning period. That's pretty much all we're saying with She-Hulk, with all the other shows coming. Everything's a transition.
Marvel just needs a little bit of patience right now. I'm not saying that they're doing anything wrong. It's just that in the fans' eyes, they're doing everything wrong.
Right.
That's not okay. Because they're not. I feel like Marvel's actually doing a pretty good job of what they're trying to portray.
And so this is my thing. Like, in my eyes, I was like, okay, like, sure, some of the movies live up to some people's expectation. Some didn't. Like I said, like, for me, honestly, I think, I'm excluding No Way Home, because that movie was fantastic. I did enjoy the Multiverse of Madness. Then I did Love and Thunder. But, like you said, everything, like, right now, like, you think about it, like, Thanos is dead. Like, what can these guys do now? Strange, he's still dealing with his feelings for old girl, and so he had to get past that. Thor had to go with losing Loki. I can only imagine when you see Loki again, he's like, Loki, you alive? Like, when? So, like, everything is just a transition period for the MCU, and I think, like I said, and I agree that people are not understanding that. That's why I think what's going on. People not understanding that. But other than that, man, I'm
gonna be honest with you. A lot of people are actually forgetting. There's technically a big bad still out there, right now.
Right.
Big bad. Are they gonna forget about it? Probably. I hope not. But dude, we have a freaking beefed up Ultron that's running around shattering dimensions right now.
Right, that's true.
Don't forget about that. You know what I mean?
I truly believe they did.
Had action.
I truly believe they did, bro, and that's what it is. I truly believe they forget about that. Cause then, yeah, remember, cause What If is still a part of the MCU.
It's still canon to the MCU, and we've been seeing it.
It's still part. He's still part of that. So we don't know, like I said, because we still got What If season 2 coming. I think next year or yeah, I think it's next. Yeah, that's so again, I cannot express enough. Like I said, unless you have to give me a reason to give me not to like it. I think it's a good. I still believe it's a good run. It's a good run. So far, to me, it's a good run.
No,
Again,
it's good. And I mean, look, a lot of these characters are already starting to show up in the MCU.
Right.
In other projects. Captain Carter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Let me say this right, because I know we talked about this in the What If episode of Captain Carter. People got so mad oh no, you getting rid of Sam Wilson. No, this is a what if. This is what if Captain Carter got the Super Soldier Serum. And some people still mad in Multiverse of Madness that we didn't get Steve Rogers. But people are actually mad about that. I was like, bro, this a...
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. People are starting to forget the smaller details on them.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I go one step further. They didn't watch WandaVision. They understand what's going on. So
right, WandaVision. Sorry for any spoilers if y'all haven't seen it by now, but last episode of WandaVision, she has literally unlocked the multiverse.
Yep.
She has shown people the door. This is the multiverse right here.
And this is where the multiverse saga starts. With WandaVision.
The multiverse. Not the Earth 616 verse.
The multiverse.
There's more than one of everything. They've literally...
So...
Matter of fact, even before it is.
So...
They're talking to the rest of the Avengers. This right here is what we call Earth 616. It was literally on the blackboard.
Yep.
Literally said it.
Literally said it. So...
Multiverse? Question mark? It's been there in front of our face the whole entire time.
The whole entire time.
Yeah, dude, come on. Like, they have so much cushion to do whatever they want to in Marvel right now without messing up. And people are complaining a little bit too early.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like we get like a little snippet of something, then people be like, "Oh, this ain't what it." Look, man, it is what it is.
If y'all want to complain, don't go watch Black Panther 2. I'm just gonna say because y'all are probably gonna be disappointed.
I know they are. God, but we're gonna wrap this up. But before I wrap this up, I gotta say that Black Panther 2 trailer, God, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I teared up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I teared up. The vibe of the music, the vibe of the show is like it hit me all in the feelings. It hit me. Oh my God, I can't.
Let's talk about that for just a split second.
Okay.
It has been confirmed that T'Challa is in Black Panther 2, but it has also been confirmed that they're not necessarily going to further this character.
I think that's what it is. I really believe that. You know, like for me, like I'm gonna say this, like with Shuri, I'm all for it being it, but I want her to kind of work to get that role. It's a shame that we're not gonna have her like work to get that role. But right. I think then again, I think it's gonna be good because I think now that she's running, like we getting Ironheart and all that.
Did you catch Ironheart in that trailer?
Bro, when she knocked out that little heart out that little steel, I was like, bruh. Yeah. Cause then I'm here. She getting 2 armors in the trailer. So
yeah.
So like I like the fact that they say she getting like a prototype armor, and then we gonna get her Marvel Now armor. Yeah. So I'm excited for that in this. But yeah, I really think Black Panther 2 is gonna be. I want it to be good as the first one too, because I still think it's gonna be good. I'm trying to say, because guys, looking at that trailer, man, I just thinking about that, it gets me because.
Yeah, no, I'm going to see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. I'm definitely gonna see it. I really am, when I saw his mother, it's like I gave everything. I was like, bro, stop. Don't say no.
Like, I was like, yo, dude. So, I wonder if we're gonna get mutants in this next Black Panther.
I want to say yes, but at the same time, cause I know like Namor, he is a hybrid, like Atlantean mutant. I think that's what
right.
they use. Yeah, so
yeah, you know, since the Inhumans don't exist apparently.
Right. So I don't know, man. Maybe one day what we do, I'm gonna get Mike back. We got to talk more about in the MCU stuff.
Yeah,
And
we need a super long.
we definitely. I definitely have like maybe have a prediction what's gonna happen. But yeah, again, my boy Mike, thank you so much for joining me, bro. I appreciate you. He will be back for the next episode in case something else different comes up. But yeah, man.
Out here right now.
Yeah, like I said.
I'm fine with I pay my power bill.
So yeah, I can't wait for episode 5 to drop. We actually get to see Daredevil, so I wonder how that episode gonna play out. But yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe, come to the website. We do have those cookies. Hashtag McCoy's Kitchen. Again, Mike, thanks for joining me. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next